But yeah, that's got a whole premise. So a bunch of muties, champ, bunch of muties, but they're not really muties. They went to the fucking moon where they lived there. They have established a very robust and harsh caste system where all of the poors gotta, mine moon tunnels for moon rock. I don't know. Are they eating the moon? Is it made of cheese? Maybe it's made of cheese, chat. I don't know. And then you have these other characters you don't give a shit about with goofy fucking names and powers. And they live in top of the concrete, kingdom. Because everything is concrete here. But that's it. That's fucking it. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content on my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games, I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video. Chat, we gotta go ahead and start talking about this show. Now, as you guys know, for 1,000 biddies, I will review an episode of a television series for you, chat. I've adhered to that. It's been going very well every Saturday. It's been nice little break from some of the movie reviews, the tune reviews. Again, I did last week. Last week I did it for an excellent show. It was still very fun. I did it for Doom Patrol, chat, episode 1. And that is like one of the best ongoing superhero genre shows right now. Doom Patrol is excellent, chat. Season 1, Season 2, Episode 1. What a great first pilot episode. So emotional, so goddamn dramatic, so funny. And, I figured, what would be good? What would be a good follow-up to Doom Patrol, chat? And I realized, it's obvious. The complete fucking opposite of it. The complete fucking opposite of it. One that is never entertaining, that is dry, that is exposition heavy, that has all these, it's funny, like Doom Patrol has all these characters, chat, but you get a sense of who everyone is in the first episode, and it's all fun, it's all sad. It's funny, it's sad, you feel a medley, chat, a cornucopia of emotions. In Inhumans, they introduce, I don't know, fucking 7 characters maybe in this first episode, and they're all just so generic and dry, and all they ever do is their whole thing is like, we're just gonna explain our powers because they're fucking weird. They're fucking weird. I mean, some of them are kind of interesting, but I don't understand them. I guess I'll explain it later on in the series. Shit, if I continue to review this, I'm not obligated to, but we'll see. Well, I'm obligated to review episode 2. I was like, okay, I'll allow episode 2 someday. But it's just that. It's cheap. Oh my god, chat, this thing is cheap. It's like the aesthetic is concrete, which is very interesting. Like, it's shocking to me that, like, we're going to use IMAX cameras to film. Like, why are you wasting IMAX cameras on these movies? Like, because they fucking live on the moon. It's dumb. But, like, the whole architecture, chat, that they have in this series, it's just gray concrete. This is like, shit, we need to make a sci-fi show. We don't have time to build interesting sets. Let me think of, like, the Marvel, like, sci-fi, outer space movies, chat. Like Guardians of the Galaxy or some of the, like, the Avengers stuff that we've seen. Like this, or Thor Ragnarok, chat. It's filled with color and all sorts of alien creatures. It's like, whoa, it's so very vibrant. There's so many different things. Like, sometimes it's dark and scary. Sometimes it's like really, just like, oh, this is just, I would love to live there. Other times it's like, nah, fuck that place. That's like the Tatooine's asshole of the universe. No, thank you. This one is just, let's just make everything gray. Make everything made out. Like, I've never seen a superhero show where it's like everything's made out of concrete. Not just like the walls around them, but the chairs are all concrete, chat. The fucking throne room's all concrete. The dinner table, the beds are on concrete beds. Like, what is this? It's very weird for me. It's very weird. And it was just like, wow, it's just so dull. It's like you have nothing when these fucking people are going on, and you don't like anybody. You're not engendered to anyone, chat. And they're just going on. Your mind starts to wander. You start looking around the screen. I'm like, this whole fuck. I just noticed. It's like, there's nothing fucking interesting about this set in any capacity. It's just boring. They're just covering some of the fucking concrete with, some goddamn blankets. Maybe some purple and red blankets. Other than that, it's boring shit. But yeah, get more into the more specificity, chat. I mean, I gotta ask you an important question, chat. Jeez, I went off right there. I just went off. I couldn't help myself. Chat. Is this America from Scar? No, America from Scar has, like, let me tell you, like, very gray. I agree with you. I agree with you. Deep cut, DT Darkslayer, deep cut, but I'll allow it. And that's fine because that at least has different designs and shit. You know, that place has a personality. Like, I agree with you. Like, it's built, but no, it's concrete slabs. It's concrete slabs and concrete pillars. It's like there's no intricate designs to anything. It's just squares and rectangles. They go outside. They have these rock gardens where you sit on concrete squares. That's what it is. I'm not fucking joking. And it's just like, God, this is so boring to watch. And it just surprised me. It's just like, oh my God. It was like the aesthetic. I was so repulsed by the ugly aesthetic of the show. But chap, I'm sorry. I have so much resentment towards this already. Nia Brownie. Oh, hi, Mark. I just woke up. Nia Brownie. Hello, Nia Brownie. I'm witnessing you right now. Nia Brownie. Type in !brownie. Type in !brownie. Nia Brownie. See what will happen. Oh, I died. DD Darkslayer did it. There it is. Bwap, bwap, bwap. Everyone's doing it. I think it's on time. We can only do it, but it says bwap, bwap, bwap. See? I told you I would do it. Oh, there it is. There it is. So I got some new commands in here, chap. People have been asking for so long to get some commands. I got that one. I got a Hazel command in there, chat. I got a Patreon command. I have a few other commands, chat. I'll get some more in there someday. I'll get some more in there someday, chat. Do I have a broccoli command? I might have a broccoli command. Do I have a broccoli command? I don't recall. Let me see if I have a broccoli command, chat. Hold on, I don't believe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't remember. Nyah, 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 I do! I do have a broccoli command, chat. Nyah, nyah, nyah. Loot Sonic is not a command yet. Maybe someday. Just want to take a moment to say I did indeed get them, chat. And a couple other ones. See, I told you. Thank you again to Austin for helping me with that. It was a big boon. Big boon for the channel. But chat. We got to get to the nitty-gritty details now. I got to ask you. I ask you, chat, always before I do it. I'm already in the review already, but I got to ask you this right now. How many of you have seen Marvel's Inhumans? All right. The ABC-produced series, chat. Very curious. I feel the love. Yay. I'm glad, Nye. I'm glad. Too tall. I haven't seen the Humans, but I remember going to the Humans base in Ultimate Alliance 1, but I heard the show was, well, it's bad. It's bad. Chris Harris, awful. Darkslayer, hell no. Guys, I have not. Regardless, I've seen clips. Yeah, that's pretty much all you have to see. Ace Rock, I haven't. I thought they scrapped it before I actually. No, they released it. They released it. They even know they knew the writing on the wall. They're like, this is a limited series. Like, goddamn right it is. Newsy Ducky, I have. Now, Bernie didn't make it through the first episode. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. For good reason, too. Clad, I have. KJ, nope. CMAP, watch Ages of S.H.I.E.L.D. and remember the stuff going on behind the scenes for this, but did not watch. Yeah, well, I'll talk about the history of this. Yeah, there's a deep history. Tai, I have because my youth, I was hopeful. Fair enough. Zucky, that's good to have hope. It's good to have hope occasionally before life just beats you down, beats that fucking hope up. I get you. Massacres their hope. Zucky, I only saw it because the guy from Game of Thrones was there. Yeah, fucking Ramsay Bolton. I was like, oh, is he? I'm thinking, oh, well, of all the characters, he's going to be like, I mean, he does the most things in this first episode, but he's so stoic. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, chap. And I'll just I saw the first episode and skipped to the last episode. Damn, here you go. Shrek Juice, I saw when it came out and remembered nothing. Nah, that's par for the course. Yeah. The kid that has never gotten a good role since Ramsay Bolton. Yeah, I don't know what else he's been doing lately, but he's a really good actor. What's that kid's name? He's got like an Irish name. Ewan Rian. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to speak Gaelic, chat. I don't speak Gaelic, but Ewan Rian. Iowa? I'm like, Iowa? His name is now Iowa, chat. Iowa Rayon. That's his name now. Fucking Carbon. Yeah, he is. We'll get into it. We'll get into it, chap. Oh, she controls your fate. She does indeed. DT Darkslayer. Carmen Hazel controls everyone's fate, as we know. He was a Misfits. Yeah, that's right. He was on Misfits. Yeah, I remember that show. I watched that show. At least a little bit of it at the time. I haven't watched all of it, but I liked him. He was good on that show. Yes, but chat, so a lot of you, some of you have seen some of it at first episode. A lot of you are like, nope, I ain't fucking gonna. Because chat, I'm telling you right now, it is not worth it to watch this show in any capacity. You're not missing anything. You're not missing anything. I don't mean be mean, because, I'm sure that, hey, these actors who were cast in here, Anson Mount, who was in that AMC Western show that I was like really excited about when it was like, oh shit, here we go. We're gonna get like a TV Western, because I always love those, like, you know, Deadwood and things. And or even like you know, like more modern like Westerns like Justified or something. And I was really excited about that show, but then I watched a couple episodes, like, yeah, it wasn't hitting me, and I fell off of it. I don't know how that was. Hell on Wheels, yeah, was that good? Common was on the show. I think he was. Everyone said Common was like the best thing about that series. Again, I don't know. I can't speak to Hell on Wheels yet. It's been so long, but I just felt, I was like, I'm kind of bored of this. Yeah. Wasn't your flavor racer? Like, yeah, I just remember just like being, okay, it's spinning its wheels. But you got Anson Mount yet. You got Ken Loon, who's, you know, he's been in a lot of things. He's the bad guy. He plays the number 2 bad guy in Rush Hour, chat. He's the one with the blonde hair, and he's like, here, fucking clean yourself up, you're bleeding. And then Chris Tucker is like, hey man, here, clean yourself up, you're dead. That's what he says, chat. That's what he says. And also you got, you know, Ramsey Bolton, Iowa Rayon, chat. Ramsey Bolton, he's in this show. It's like, okay, you got a pretty good-looking cast here. This will be fun, right? No, they don't do. Listen. This show makes all their actors look like shit, because all they do, as I said before, chat, is they're just there to deliver exposition. I should probably tell you what this is. So Inhumans, chat, this is a property that came around during the Ike Perlmutter, Kevin Feige collaboration years, where Ike Perlmutter is a piece of fucking shit. He's a cheap bastard. He's not a good person. You know, he actively tries to make shows with as less money as possible, chat. You know, I mean, his kind of baby was the Netflix Marvel shows, but he was, you know, eventually Kevin Feige's like, you know, no, I'm done. Or Jeff Loeb, I guess, him and Jeff Loeb and Ike Perlmutter, that was their babies. But before that, chat, Ike Perlmutter, anytime Kevin Feige had to get like permission to do something, he had to go to Ike Perlmutter. And eventually, like, one of the big things that Kevin Feige said, listen, if I'm not allowed to do these certain things, I'm going to fucking walk. And he went to Bob Iger at the time, chat. He said, I'm done with this guy. This guy's a piece of shit. And that's when Kevin Feige got ultimate fucking control. Unlimited power. But before that, he'd always have to go to Perlmutter and work with him, which was horrible. Perlmutter was the guy, chat. And maybe this is the big reason why we didn't get a Black Widow movie. Perlmutter was the guy's like, I don't want any fucking female or black-led superhero films or minority-led superhero films. He was like, that was the big deciding factor where Kevin Feige's like, I'm done. If he's not going to allow me to do this thing, so because of Ike Perlmutter, chat, like if this was still a status quo, we probably wouldn't have a Black Panther movie. We probably wouldn't have any number. We probably wouldn't have this upcoming Black Widow film, chat. Like that's the kind of guy. He's like, I do not want these things. And Kevin Feige's like, well, if that's the case, then I'm going to fucking walk. He went to Bob Iger and they're like, shit. Okay, yeah, he also said, yeah, he famously said that no one noticed the John Cheadle recasting. Yeah, he's a racist. He's a racist, yeah. I mean, the fact that he's remained at Disney is beyond me. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, he's one of Donald Trump's very good friends. I mean, that's all. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know about him. Yeah, he's the. I don't want to force. Yeah, he's very much that. No, he's not even, I don't want to force diversity. He just doesn't want any diversity. He's not even that. He's like, I just don't want a black guy in the lead role. He's that kind of guy. That's who he is. And one of his babies, Shed, and this whole plan was the Inhumans, because they were building all this up in, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that's an Ike Perlmutter run show. A lot of these other Netflix shows were, along with God damn it, Jeff Loeb. And, you know, remember when Inhumans was originally going to be a movie, chat? Remember when they had that fucking big presentation, like in 2017, you can look forward to the Inhumans movie. And everyone's like, well, we're gonna... And the Inhumans, chat, like, I have a very, very ancillary knowledge of Inhumans, like, bare minimum. I believe that they are superpowered individuals, kind of like mutants, where, like, typically they're normal people, right? They're normal people up until they're exposed to a specific compound called Terrigen Mist. I guess it was explored briefly in, it played a big role. You may have heard Terrigen Mist recently, chat. If you played the Marvel's Avengers game that came out, where you had, like, you know, Miss Marvel, I guess, is an Inhuman, chat, or a mutant, because she was exposed to Terrigen Mist. And so you had all these Inhumans running around back in the day, and people were like, we fucking hate Inhumans. This is like many, many years ago. And Inhumans went, fuck it. And they were like all smart, and they had those advanced technologies, so they built a fucking city on the moon. They're like Space Wakanda, chat. They're like Space Wakanda, except everyone is white. Well, No, you got some other people in there. you have some. No, they have a little more diversity, Chad. You got some other minority. You got Asians. You got your black people. You have your Hispanic people. They're there, Chad. But the preferences on Black Bolt and all that. But so they went to the fucking moon. They lived there, Chad. The thing is, living on the moon is fucking hard. It's not great. And so the resources have to be like managed and rationed out. They have a really fucked up caste system, Chad, which kind of encourages like this very, like, oh, fuck those mud people. You go to the moon mines. Like they have people that work at the moon mines. They don't explain what the moon mines do. Like, you have to work on the mines. It's like, but why are you mining on the moon? Like, they never explain what's going on with that. Oh, so he's not only race, but he's, I promoted, oh, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, he's the reason why he never got a Black Widow movie until now. Oh, yeah, yep. Absolutely, Newsy Ducky. Not a good guy. Is Black Panther Captain Marvel from being made? Probably also the reason Black Widow wasn't made here. Yes, exactly. He was also against Captain Marvel back in the day, too. Choco Man got him. So fuck him, Chad. I don't mind saying that on my goddamn channel. He's a piece of shit. He's a scumbag, and I don't like him. He stinks, and I don't like him. But back to Inhumans, shit. So we got moon people. They live on the moon. They have to excavate moon tunnels for some reason. I don't know. And you have this weird caste system, but you have the royal family, I guess. And the royal family, Chad, is made up of several characters. I don't know all their fucking names, but the big two, Chad, I guess the big three, is Blackbolt, Chad. His name's Blackbolt. Despite his name, he is not black. It's not like a DC superhero. Okay, we got to just put black in front of the name. It's not like Black Falcon. It's not like, Black Lightning, Chad. Not like Black Goliath or anything like that, all right? No, he's Black Goliath. Or not Black. No, he's Blackbolt. I'm getting all my blacks confused, Chad. Why all the black? But Blackbolt, and his ability, Chad, is he can't talk. Because if he does, he'll explode you. Like, the power of his voice, Black Brownie, bwap, bwap, bwap. The power of his voice is so powerful, you'll just explode. Like, we see this, and I was like, this is the one cool scene. I was like, oh my God, it's the one cool scene in the episode. It was like, holy shit. It's like, my God, it's scary. And so Anson Mount, who plays Blackbolt, he's constantly just like, He's got to keep his mouth shut the whole time. And he does sign language, which I actually don't mind the idea of like, hey, a superhero that has to communicate through sign language. I think that's kind of fun. And you think, okay, well, they can't have him really talk. But what they can do, they can at least, there's other ways to make him expressive, right? No. He maintains this sullen fucking look. Always is like, do I need to poop? I feel like I need to poop. Like, he's always like a little bit of constipation, Chad. A little constipated throughout the whole. And then you have his wife, Medusa. She got long hair. Like, her power is she's got really long hair that can like attack you. She has hentai hair. That's her ability. Okay. And then you have another character. His name is Maximus. And this is Iowan Rand's character, Chad, Ramsey Bolton. And his fucking power is so funny to me. I was like, that's kind of funny. It's like he gets fucked, but it's interesting. It's very interesting, chat. But yeah, that's kind of the whole premise. So a bunch of muties, chat, but they're not really muties. They went to the fucking moon where they lived there. They have established a very robust and harsh caste system where all of the poors gotta, mine moon tunnels for moon rock. I don't know. Are they eating the moon? Is it made of cheese? Maybe it's made of cheese, chat. I don't know. And then you have these other characters you don't give a shit about with goofy fucking names and powers. And they live in top of the concrete, kingdom. Because everything is concrete here. But that's it. That's fucking it. So, chat. Also, it's made by Scott Buck. It was made by Scott Buck. He's the guy who also did Iron Fist. Both seasons. He was also the same. Did he do both seasons of Iron Fist? I don't remember. No, he did one. I know he did one season of Iron Fist. He then did, the season, that season of Dexter, chat. The one where it was terrible. That one. He did just did the first. Fair enough. He did the first season of Iron Fist. He did this, and he also did that Dexter season, which was just awful. When he fucking became a lumberjack. It's like, what is happening? So not great. Not great. Also, this thing was dead on arrival. They knew what they had was awful. And so, like, this is a limited fucking series. Just send it out there to die. And it promptly died. Had an IMAX debut. I think it made like $3.2 million in IMAX theaters or just theaters in general. Like, well, this is a fucking flop. And it's been long forgotten, champ. Long forgotten. Maybe we'll see Inhumans again. I don't know. I think they'll do Mutants before they ever do Inhumans, chat. And Mutants are way down the line right now. And it's going to be a while. If we do see the Inhumans, it's going to be a long while. A very long time. That's pretty much all you need to know, Chad. We start the episode on the island of Oahu, Chad. That is one of the several islands on Hawaii. And like it always does in Hawaii, Chad, it is raining cats and dogs out there, Chad. And we are following this white girl, this blonde hair white girl, as she's being chased by minorities. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no. And she's being chased through the jungles of Oahu, chap, by, looks like this Black Ops team, chap. And they are all ethnically mysterious. And it's like, that's nice. And so she's running, shit. We don't know why she's running. Chris at 5, that white girl being chased will play guitar unless. Oh, it's that girl? Oh, there you go. Black Urban Hamp. I can't help you. I can't do it. I'm not going to help that Inhuman. Thank you. I did not. Oh, it's Niccolo Peltz or whatever her name was. Niccolo Peltz. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well. I mean, yeah, she's not good in this, chat. We'll get into it. We'll keep going. So she's being chased by ethnically mysterious people, chat. And then she takes refuge, chat. She takes refuge under a tree. And then this hooded individual comes out of nowhere and removes his hood. And it's a fish man. He goes, "Ah!" And she goes, "Ah!" And she punches him in the face. Because you would fucking freak out, chat, if a really shitty looking fish, like literal, chat, like he takes off his hood. He's got like these really shitty looking gills. This big fucking dumb head, and his eyes just like, oh, and he goes, ah! And you would punch him in the face and you would run away. And he's like, wait, I am like you. And she's like, I don't think you're like me. I love that he says, I'm just like you. And he's like a disgusting fish man. And she's just a girl that has cat eyes. Like, that's her thing, Chad. Like, her thing that she has is that she has cat eyes. And, like, you know, like they're yellow cat eyes, and she can see in the dark. Like, that's why I guess these people are chasing her. And so it's like, okay. And he's like, listen, I can take, and this is all exposition dump. Like, there is a city on the moon. She's like, wait, what? There's a city on the moon. Blah! Sometimes I do that. I'm sorry. I'm expelling secretions from my gills. There is a city on the moon called Adelon. All right? And we Inhumans live there in peace and harmony. There's no struggle. She goes, really? He's like, "Blah! Yeah, totally." And she's like, cool, I'll come with you. And so they start running, Chad. George Lucas asks himself, he's like, yeah, I made the Inhumans. It's the next Star Wars. You know, they always said I was crazy thinking I can do Star Wars again. But I said, fuck them. I'll do Star Wars again. I'm going to make some fucking money. That's what we all need. And so he's run George Lucas, chat. The George Lucas fish man's running to the fucking jungle with her. And, you know, they don't get far. She's nuts. She's like, I don't know how to run anymore. And she just stops running, chat. She doesn't know how to run. She forgets, by the way, wearing high heels. Why the fuck are you wearing high heels in the middle of the Hawaiian jungle? I don't know. But she's running on high heels. And she's like, oh, my legs, they don't work anymore. And she starts tripping, Chad, because she's got high heels on. He's like, oh, no, don't. Blah! And she goes, boom! They shoot the hell out of her, Chad. They shoot the hell out of her tummy. And so Cat Lady is dead. She's like, well, that's fuck her, I guess. I guess we're not gonna know what her character's all about. She had cat eyes. That's about it. And she was scared. That's about it. And meanwhile, we have to follow the George Lucas fish man, Chad. He's waddling through the fucking forest, Chad, as fast as he can. But these guys are pretty goddamn good shots, and they start shooting the shit. He goes, they get him in the shoulder, Chad. They get him in the side, and then he jumps into the ocean, the Pacific Ocean, Chad, because Hawaii isn't like made up of islands. Oahu's an island. So he jumps in the ocean. He jumps in the ocean, and you see all of his weird, secretions, his gland secretions. It doesn't look like blood. It looks like gland secretions. It's all yellow and brown, and it's like, that's like a gland of some kind that you shot. Or that he's just secreting. Maybe that's how he defecates. Maybe that's his poop and pee. I don't know. But he falls in the sea. And then, Chad, we cut, and we are now watching two people have sex. Okay? Where the two people, Chad, are Blackbolt, played by Anson Mount. All right, he's having sex, and but his lady friend's on top, Chad, and she's called Medusa, and they're smooching, and they're going at it. And I noticed something while watching. It's like, wow, that wig looks really fucking fake on her head. Remember when we all saw this, Chad? This wig is like, what's that Party fucking City wig doing on her head? Why does it look so goddamn bad? And so that hair piece she has on, chat. The hair, that's her superpower. So Black Bolt, we learned that he can't say anything because he will kill you if he does. He'll explode you. And she has hentai hair, where it literally is alive, like Medusa. Like, think of Medusa like snakes. Everyone's like named after like a god or something, like a Greek god or a Greek character or a monster, or some of them are, I guess. And it moves around, and every time it moves, it's like, that looks awful. It looks so fucking cheap, like After Effects, and it wraps around people's and just strangles them. Just go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep, chat. When the hair starts strangling, just like, okay, I'm gonna go natural. I'm gonna go naturally, chat. And what's so gross is her hair is so long that it covers, like, because this is a PG-13 sex scene, so we can't show no bazungas, no peen, and no booty butt. And so her hair is all over her butt. And it's just like, it's getting, but the thing is, there's like an indent where her booty butt cheeks are. It's like, oh my God, she has duty hair. She has shit. She has literal human feces in her hair. That is disgusting. Oh my, I hope she wipes. That's all I can say. I hope she wipes. I don't know. That it was just, I don't like this. And they're having sex. And the thing is, how the fuck do they have sex? She's a poo-poo head. She's a poo head, nice. She's poo-poo head Medusa, indeed. Now the thing is, I'm very confused because when they're having sex, I mean, does Black Bolt just go? Because, you know, usually when you're having sex, you're making noises and shit, chat. When he orgasms, does he just do it, like, so quietly? Like, how does he do it? Exactly. How does he keep... I don't know. This is a good... It's a very good question. And even when he opens his mouth, like, there's other questions. Like, Black Bolt character, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a fan of Black Bolt character. Black Bolt's fucking weird. Like, the whole idea, it's probably doesn't make any fucking sense. When he opens his mouth, and you go... Because sometimes you open over our mouth and go... Like, I made a noise. I made a noise like that. Maybe when I open it, like I'm eating something, I might be like a subtle little, like a little sound, like a little pop or whatever. Did that kill everybody in the room? Or does it have to be like a spoken word? I don't know. They're not specific, and it's just weird. It's just weird. I don't know. I would change his whole power. So, like, I like the idea is like if he talks, he kills you. But it's like, okay, let's get like a complete sentence or something. Maybe you can go like, no. You could say that and you'll be fine. But if he says automatopoeia, you would explode. I don't know. More syllables. Chris eating, nom, 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 nom. Exactly. I mean, if I did that, you'd all be dead right now if I was Black Bolt. No question. And so they're having sex, and they get these little beeps. They get these little beeps and bops and boops from their... Everyone has these little bracelets, chat. And it says, you got to go do your daily king activities, your daily queen and king activities. And Moody's like, we're having the sex. And he's like... Because he doesn't, Anson Mount, he does not emote in this. And I think maybe that was just on purpose. They said, you sign, and that's it. But he just goes the whole time. That's the face he fucking has. Like the face you see right here, chat, that is the face he has throughout the entire first episode. Maybe it changes. Maybe he has another different face. I don't know. But there's a fucking emergency. And they're like, oh, shit, we got to have a meeting. And then chat, we're like, what's the meeting about? We cut. Because we're now on the exterior of the city of... Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Because we cut outside. Because they walk up there, and they're in their concrete kingdom. Everything is just gray here. It's all gray. Everything's just made out of... Like, the chairs are concrete. The beds are concrete. They walk out to this... It looks like fucking, like, some Russian Soviet apartment block. And they walk out, and they look up, they're over their kingdom, chat. Is the concrete jungle right here. And they go outside the big fucking dome on the moon, chat. It's like shitty moon Wakanda. That's what Adelon is, chat. It's like shitty moon Wakanda. And we go out, we see like a little fucking moon rover, chat, because apparently like, we have these, the humans are like, we're going to explore the moon again, okay. And the thing is, chat, it bumps up against the barrier of the shitty moon Wakanda Adelon city, the secret city. And we're like, there's something impeding our progress, but there's nothing there. And all of a sudden, a big fucking hoof comes out of nowhere, chat, and crushes, like, what the hell? And then eventually, we cut back to Black Bolt and Medusa, and they're walking down. All the people, by the way, all the people are just wearing these really boring, like, they're all wearing gray and brown and, like, shirts. Like, they're all earth tone colors, or it's just like, god damn, there's no personality. And we see Ewan Rowan, Chad. We see Ramsay Bolton. He's Maximus in the show. And he's, he's looking, he's like, he bows before his king. He's like, Black Bolt's like, son, we got to go talk. And he's like, well, what now? He's like, all right, shit. So he follows him in. And they go to this little meeting, chat. And we're introduced to some of the characters. We're introduced to Ken Loon, Chad. He plays Karnak, and he doesn't have any social skills, Chad. We don't really understand what his power is, but he's there. Karnak's there. We have, I think that's it. That's all the characters. They're like, what's going on? So apparently, like, we called a meeting. We called a meeting because the humans sent a fucking rover to our city, and it was bonking on the goddamn thing. And they were like, well, where's the rover now? And then who fucking walks in, chat? Philip. It was like, this guy is like literally Black Phillip, chat. Like Black Phillip from the Vitch, except it literally is a black man. It's literally a black man, chat, except with the legs of a goat. And I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. So I guess he's supposed to be like Danny DeVito Phil from Hercules. Yeah, what's that thing? Pan or whatever? I forget what that creature is called. Yeah, so yeah, he's Grover for Percy Jackson. Yeah, exactly that guy. He said he's got these big goat feet. Like his power, chat, you got goat feet. That's your power. Black Phillip's coming, Black Jamal. And so you got Black Phillip, chat. And they're like, what did you do? He's like, I stopped the robot thing from punching the city. It's like, they're going to find out what attacked it. He's like, they won't find out. You know, they're like, it looks like a hoof that we caught on the little video here. It's like, they won't know it's a hoof. And we cut down to the Earth, chat, which it's on a giant, like the only time we see the Earth is in this giant warehouse, chat. And like everyone has their goddamn computers. So apparently NASA just conducts all of their top secret operations, space operations in empty warehouses. And we see this one lady on a laptop. She's controlling this via a laptop computer. And she's using the joystick. She's like, oh, that was a hoof. And her boss is like, I don't know. These characters are not given any screen time. This is about it. Maybe there's another scene later in the episode. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. And there's like, you should investigate what this space hoof is all about. It might be something related to the SHIELD operations. Or like, oh, don't fuck you when you're trying to goddamn connect yourself to another show. You don't even do that. Space hoof, chat. And then, you know, we cut back and Ramsey Bolton's like, hey, listen. Humans suck, man. Humans are just not great. Let's go down to Earth and just take all their shit, right? Let's just go, hey, I'm tired of living up here. Things are rough for all us Inhumans. And then you got some characters that just go, they start snickering. And they're like, that's big talk from coming from someone who's barely an Inhuman. And this is the funniest thing. So Inhumans get their powers like you're normal for the most part, but then you're exposed to the Terrigen mist. You know, it's this compound. It's this gas that comes from these crystals. I guess they're found on Earth and maybe on the moon as well. Maybe that's what they're mining is Terrigen crystals on the moon. I don't know. And you go in this big derpy machine and they just pump a lot of gas inside you to become all bloated. And then you get like a power. It's a complete crapshoot, Chad. Like completely unrelated to what your parents might have. It's just random. And like, you know, you could be Blackbolt, where if you speak again, you blow up your mom and dad. If you're Medusa, you have hentai hair. If you're Black Phillip, you have goat legs. If you're, you know, if you're Karton or Karnak, what the hell his name is, you have the Tom Cruise, you know, live, die, repeat power. That's what they got. You know what Ramsey Bolton's power is, chat? It's fucking hilarious. His power is that of a human. That's a superpower. That's what you got. Oh yeah, you're Billy. You just have human. You're just a regular human. He's like, wait, what? Which I kind of like that. Like that's very interesting. It's like, yeah, that's your power. And they're always making fun of him about it. And I thought that was your power is not having a power. That's exactly what it is. And I'm like, all right. So Ramsey Bolton is Ramsey Bolton. He's like less interesting. He's less psychotic, less interesting, less menacing, less charismatic Ramsey Bolton. That's what he is. Damn, he's now human. You're not an inhuman. You're just human. It's like, oh. And so everyone's just lording over him. And he goes, well, times are going to have to fucking change, okay? This is a serious situation. And we got to go to the ceremony. And so, chat, they go to the fucking ceremony to explain. And all this is exposition. So we're at the big ceremony where apparently anytime a citizen comes of age on the shitty space Wakanda, Adawan, what the hell it's called, you go inside, you perform a ritual where you go inside these big glass, you know, phone booth things. And they put a lot of mist and a lot of Terrigen mist inside you. Just get a good whiff, and they pop you out, and you have, like, you can reveal yourself, which I think that's a poor choice of words. And you go reveal yourself, and it's like, yes! And, but then you show off your power, I guess. And so that's what they got. And so we're at the fucking thing. They have the genetic, this sounds very weird, the Minister of Genetics, which that sounds very Nazi-like to me. I'm the Minister of Genetics, and I'm like, nah, I don't like the sound of that. That makes me a little concerned. Minister of Genetics, that is your name. And he's doing this fucking readings from the Terrigen Inhumans Bible. It's like, yes, we came to the moon to find solace in each other. And we have established a community where we embrace everyone's abilities. Even that's a fucking lie. Because here's the thing, chat. If you get a shitty power, unless you're royalty like Ramsay Bolton, you go to the moon mines. You go to the moon mines, chat, and I guess you get more moon rock for people, and I guess more Terrigen crystals. And so that's what you do. So you have to spend the rest of your life digging and finding shit that did not give you what you want, which is pretty shitty. That's pretty fucked up. And so it's like, all right. And so we get these two people. We get this girl, regular teenage girl, and she seems, nervous, but a little confident. And we get this, like, oh, this kid's like, you're going to get a bad power, I can already tell you. He's like, oh, he's like Morty. He's like the Morty of the MCU, just like, oh, jeez, Mom and Dad, I hope I get a good power. And the mom and dad are hilarious because you always hear them whispering to each other, like, oh, God, I hope he gets a good one. I hope he gets one that's better than ours. It's like, all right. And so now they're like, okay. And meanwhile, Karnak, who's played the bad guy in Rush Hour, chat, he was the number 2 bad guy. He just starts going off about how, the universe, nothing matters, man. We all have choices, but the choices just lead to disappointment. No matter what you get, we get a power, you don't get a power, you just here you are, just living your life, unfulfilled. And soon we're all going to be swallowed by black holes anyway, and there'll be nothingness. And goddamn Black Phillip's like, dude, take it easy. Take it. I think his name is Gorgon. Chat. And so Gorgon / Black Phillip, he's like, okay, now's not the time to do this right now. That's why we don't fucking invite you to parties. Haha, joke. And so then they're like, all right, put the Morty kid and the girl in the tubes, and they put the Terrigen mist inside, and then they open the thing. And the genetics minister, that's his name. He's the genetic minister. He says something which I never want to hear an adult man say to a teenage girl. He says, fucking, I don't know, Allie, expose yourself. And I'm just like, nope, don't like it. Don't like that. I'm like, I don't like it. And so she does it. And she has these derpy butterfly wings. She's a bug girl now. She's a ladybug, chat. She got these derpy butterfly wings that pop out of her back, and like, and she's like flying in the air and stuff. I'm just like, all right, Chris Hansen, help! And so she's flying around, or like, whoa! And everyone on the fucking, the royal family's just like, oh, she's a flyer. Gorgon Black Phillip's like, I love flyers. They're awesome. And I was like, all right. Then, Maximus is like, I wish I was a flyer. And then we get the Morty kid. He's like, oh, and fucking Colin, where the hell is Morty? Expose yourself to me. And he's like, I don't feel any different, sir. I just feel the same. And he's like, I will take you for genetic testing, which I'm like, I don't like the sound of that. Genetic testing? No. From the genetics minister? No fucking thank you. But you know what I appreciate, Chef? Fucking the one little ounce of humanity in this show. It's in this episode right here. When Ramsay Bolton walks up to him and goes, hey, man, listen. It takes, everyone's inhuman ability is different. Some people are late bloomers, like it's puberty or something. It's like, it takes time. And he actually, touches them on the shoulder, like, it's okay, man, it's okay. Like, he's a man of the people, Chef. People like Ramsay Bolton, because he actually voiced the people's problems, where Blackbolt and the fucking royal family are like, fuck those moon people. Fuck those moon people. The moon miners. We don't like them. He's like, I fucking respect the people. They're suffering. Why should I live in this life of luxury when they fucking suffer fucking trying to mine for goddamn moon rock? And so he touches the kid, and the guy goes, no! And Morty just falls down. He goes, he starts having a seizure. He's like, oh, shit. And, Ramsay Bolton helps him up. He's like, are you okay? And he goes, I saw you. I saw you covered in snakes, strangled in so many snakes. Oh, horrible red vipers. And he's like, what the fuck? And, the genetics ministers, he must just have a seizure. We must perform genetic testing on him. And it's like, all right. So they take him away. He was like, that was fucking weird. And eventually, Chad, where are we? Oh, yeah. We cut, and you know they're taking the two kids back, taking the two goddamn kids back to the moon tunnels, Chad, the moon minus, and where everything just looks like concrete. I guess it makes sense here. But you have the castle, you have the lower ward houses, and they're just gray. They're just like big gray houses. We only see this one little area too. Like, you didn't have a set, did you? They did not. And they take them back, and the people are like, the moon people are like, show us your power, expose yourself to us. Stop saying that. And so the girl's like, okay. And she starts flying around with her derpy butterfly wings. And then they're like, what about you, Morty? He's like, oh, boy, I don't know. I don't feel any different. They're like, ah, ha, ha, he doesn't have a power. Ha, they're all laughing at him. I love that even though they're like, hey, fuck it. Even though I don't have a power, you don't have a power either, so fuck you. I think it's so fucking funny. These people, this is a shitty community to be a part of. They're all laughing at him. And then, but Ramsey Bolton's like, hey, listen, you know, everyone's power comes out differently. Sometimes it takes time. And it's like, you should be down here with us in the moon mines, Ramsey Bolton. You don't have a power. And he's like, you know what? You're right. I don't seem to have a power of my own. I seem not to be an inhuman, but just a human. But I know the troubles of the inhuman people. I have listened to you across all spectrums of life here, across all walks of life, what you have suffered. The normal man who toils in the moon tunnels. These young men and women who are forced into the Terrigen mist and have constant anxiety because they know that based on their powers, they will either be held up by society or cast down and forced to work in the moon mines. I don't approve of any of this. I believe in a life where we can all be free. We can all make our own choices. And we don't have to adhere to this ridiculous ancient caste system. Like, he's speaking all these fucking truths. I'm like, I'm kind of on his side. And he says, I believe that we should go to Earth and take Earth for ourselves. To live there. To fight against these humans if need be, if they do not accept us on this planet. They destroy their world constantly with their wars, with their hatreds. Let us go there together, my brothers and sisters. They're like, yeah, Maximus, Maximus. They're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, fuck, he's making sense. He's making sense, shit. Thank you. Thank you. Here's the 5 biddies. And there's this leads to the entire show. Why is Ramsey the villain again? He feels sorry for the kids. Yeah, exactly. He feels sorry for the kids who don't get any powers. He wants to help the people who are stuck mining the moon. He rightfully calls it the hierarchy for being selfish assholes. He wants to fight for freedom. He's not a bad guy. He makes a lot of compelling points. Yeah, he does. And the thing is, I mean, he's creepy. Because they're like, okay, well, the thing is, that's what the series does. Like, okay, you're making him, one, he's doing more than any other character so far. Like, the show's really focused, at least the first episode's focused on him. Everyone else seems like an asshole. You know, his brother, Anson Mount's given nothing to do. He just goes, He just doesn't talk anymore. He doesn't talk. He just goes, That's it. And, you know, and so Ramsey's like, I want to fucking go to Earth and help my people. Let's go. It doesn't make any sense. It's weird. And they're like, yeah, Maximus. Eventually, though, he's going back to the fucking... Call me Hazel. Get juicy. Call me Hazel. I have some commands up there. Type in exclamation point. I will do Josh Wine. I'll do Josh Wine someday. There's only so many I can do, call me Hazel. I've done some of them. Type in exclamation point Hazel. Do it right now. See what happens. I'll do... Type in broccoli. Type in broccoli. Type in brownie. Type in Hazel. I got some in there for you. Don't you worry. I did do some. There it is. Nya. Yay. There you go. And more will be coming. Yay. Happy Panda. More will be coming. Edman, Theedman, Capital, Naboo Man. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well. I'm currently in the middle of my review for Inhumans episode 1. So yeah, everyone's called back to the palace for dinner, din time, din-dins. But Maximus, he gets a little report. He goes, oh my God, oh no. And he goes to the royal family dinner. Everyone's munching on stuff. And then we get like Karnak chat, the Ken Loon's character. And he's like, he's just staring at this, this servant girl. And he touches her hand. He's just like, I would just love to take you back to my quarters right now. And she's like, the thing is, though, we would have this relationship for several weeks, but I'd eventually get bored with you. There would be things about you I would find annoying. The fact that your mouth sometimes makes unpleasant noises when you chew. You know, you would constantly want to talk about your familial issues, and I just wouldn't have it. Just wouldn't work between us. And she's like, the fuck? And she just leaves. And they're like, and then Gorgon's like, dude, could you fucking chill out? And he goes, no, just my power. His power is, Chad, we find out later on, like, what is his deal? Is that he has Tom Cruise powers. And he chops air, he does that, but he also is able to do the whole live, die, repeat thing, where he'll die, but he's like, oh, I get to reset. All right, let me figure this out. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. He gets to live all these fucking lives. He gets to live all these lives at every given second, and so he knows everything that's about to happen. It's kind of like a goddamn nightmare. There it is, Only Juicy fans. Boom, there it is. Call me Hazel. Join Juicy's Only Juicy fans. Your subscription helps feed Alex Manovich your meals. Please subscribe today. Thank you. You think the ladies? Probably she had power in the first. Yeah, right. Got his fucking head blown off. And then eventually they're all eating their stupid looking food on their concrete chairs. And then goddamn Ramsey Bolton comes in and goes, "Oh, Fish Boy died on Earth." They're like, what? He's like, what happened? Why did Fish Boy get sent to Earth? The only way he would go to Earth is because of you, brother, and because of you, Black Bolt. And Anson Mount's just, and he just starts signing, chap, and apparently no one else understands sign language except Medusa, his wife. And she basically says she sent a Fish Boy there to find out what's all the deal with all these Inhumans, because apparently Earth keeps being, Earthlings are being exposed to Terrigen mist. Now it's being discovered on the planet, and he wanted to send Fish Boy down there to rescue them. Now, here's kind of like the where Maximus is like, oh, fuck them. His whole thing is like, listen, you know, those aren't true Inhumans. Inhumans are the ones that are up here. No, it's not that. That's not his reason. His whole reason is this, is that, listen, we have to care for the people, like, on our fucking city right now. Like, we'll deal with those Inhumans on Earth later on, but we got to think for our own citizens. We're endangering the lives of Inhuman citizens going to Earth. I mean, if we want to go there, let's fucking go there and take it for ourselves. And, you know, Black Bolt's like, I won't do it. I won't do it. And, you know, everyone is just, you know, just like, well, we're gonna listen to Black Bolt. And, you know, he's like, God damn, we live in a horrible society. We've had these terrible laws for decades. They're crushing our people, and you just fucking sit here and eat your goddamn food when we know that people down there are starving, that they are rationed. We are never rationed, but they are. This is the fucked up society. I'm leaving. He just gets up. And everyone's like, oh, Black Bolt, man, your brother was out of line for talking to you that way. And Black Bolt's like, He's just very sad. He's very, very sad. Thank you. Thank you. The Trippy Turtle 97 for the follow. And so everyone's done with dinner. And Black Bolt, he sends Gorgon / Black Phillip. I want you to go to Earth to investigate Fish Boy's demise. And he's like, okay. And so he goes to Earth. He goes to Earth. He teleport. I don't know. Oh yeah, because we're introduced to a new character. I forgot yet. So there's a dumb character in here. I think I don't know what her position is. She's Crystal, and her ability is that she turns things into crystal, I guess. And she has a teleporting bulldog named Lockjaw, where he's like a big fucking, he's a derpy furry bulldog, and he can teleport you anywhere. So she participated in the Terrigen Mist ceremony earlier or whatever. But her big responsibility is she takes care of Lockjaw, and Lockjaw sends people to Earth. That's what it is. I forgot about the dog. I was like, oh yeah, that. So that happens. I guess she's somehow related to the Inhumans. Or one of the characters. I don't know. I don't know what her position is. Maybe she's Medusa's sister. I don't fucking care. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So, yeah, he tells her to send her there. Meanwhile, Anson Mount or fucking Black Bolt and Medusa, they're not really talking, but, you know, they're signing back and forth, and he's like, I am troubled by the things that are occurring here in my kingdom. I must think upon it in my anti-Black Bolt chamber. And he goes to this, it is a big, it's a big concrete room, and he goes inside there, Chad. He goes inside the big concrete, this egg-shaped room. Happy Easter, by the way. And he goes in there, he just fucking sits down and meditates. That's all he does. And he just leaves. And he's like, I must think upon this. And she shuts the door. And Chris, I think of 5 minutes. And so every time the CGI hears somebody, it's right up there with special edition scene from Star Wars where the Han goes touch. Yeah, it doesn't look real. Like, Crystal is, like, looking at her space moon phone, like, moon phone, yay, activate. And the dog's, like, right next to her, and they're like, there's, like, no, it doesn't look right. It's like they have casts like a little shadow on her, but it's like bull fucking shit. It doesn't make any sense. It's awful. But You know, the fucking egg concrete door closed. She turns around and Ramsey Bolton's like, "How you doing?" And it's like, "Whoa!" Oh, but chat, because apparently Ramsey Bolton. This is when we were like, he's a bad guy now because he's like, "I have lusted after you forever, Medusa. You know, I know you've sacrificed much throughout your life." And we have a flashback scene where we see a young Medusa without her hentai hair. Maybe it's hentai, I don't know. Her hair seems shorter, but she's in front of the concrete egg-shaped room, and she opens the door, and we see a very young Black Bolt just like, oh, she's so sad. And she's like, "I don't care what the people of Antawala say. I want to get to know you. I'm not afraid of you." It's like, ooh, it's some bad acting. And then we come from that. She's like, and Ramsey Bolton's like, "You sacrifice much, to be, his queen. But have you ever thought if you wanted to be my queen?" And she's like, "What the hell are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, come on. You remember back in the day when we'd always run off of each other and we would be smooching, having the sex. You remember that, right? We'd always get into so much trouble." It's like, "That's what you shall bring upon our kingdom, Ramsey Bolton. Trouble." And he just starts touching her. He's like, "You will be mine. Don't you just wish for those times again? I think of them so often. Don't you?" And she's like, "Absolutely not. He is my king. He is fucking Black Bolt. Your brother is my king. He is my husband. What if he wasn't those things? What if I was those things?" And then Chad, her fucking hair attacks him. She's like, "Stop touching me!" And because he tried to go for the boob, Chad. He tried to grab the bazunga. And what do we know, Chad? What do we know? You can only be boyfriend. The only time you can grab the boob is when you're a boyfriend and girlfriend, and that has not occurred yet between Ramsey Bolton and Medusa. It's like, he did it, and it's like, no, now you must suffer via hentai hair, and the hentai hair effect, it is awful. It is awful. And it grabs him and it rams him in this concrete, pillar, and it's all like. It's like, oh, yeah, like little snakes. It's like, oh. And she's like, "Never touch me again. You're disgusting. Black Bolt will hear this." And she fucking walks away. And then he's like, "Wait a minute. Holy shit. Surrounded by snakes crawling over me. Red vipers." It was the hair, chat, because she's Medusa. And Medusa has snake hair. And her hair's like moving around like snakes. Oh, my God. He realized the kid the kid didn't have a seizure. Morty didn't have a seizure, chat. He has precog abilities. He sees things in the future, chat. He's got psychic power. He's like, "Oh, shit. This is awesome. I can use this to my advantage." Eventually, chat. We cut to Black Bolt. He's like, He's just meditating in the chamber, and he thinks upon his life and when he got his powers shot. And his whole parents are like, "Well, show us what your fucking powers are." I'm like, "Come on, show us. Expose yourself to us." And he goes, "I don't know." And then we get the best scene in the show where he says, "I don't know." And his parents just fucking explode. It's like, oh, and the kid's just like, oh, and we see on the wall this fucking what's left of it. It's like, it kind of reminds me of honestly, it reminds me of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, chat, where people were very close when the bomb dropped. Like, the only thing that was left of them was their goddamn shadow. That's all you saw. And it's like, holy shit, like no bones, like no bodies. It was it, man. Like their imprint. And it's pretty much that, except if it was like squishy and like wet still. And so like they just explode, but all their like intestines and meat was just it's still in their shape. And where they hit the wall and they go, and that was it. And you just see that. It's like, oh my God. And he's like, oh. And then it was like, oh, I was kind of fucked up. And then, chat, we cut. We cut to, Ramsey Bolton Maximus, and he wants to talk to the Minister of Genetics, chat. Oh, what a great conversation will be. And they have their little conversation, a rock garden, complete with concrete slab benches. Oh, that's wonderful. That's very aesthetically pleasing. And he's talks to the genetics guy. He's like, "Hey, Minister of Genetics, listen." Oh, he has like an assistant there with him. I don't know what her name is, chat, but she's there. The Mr. of Genetics assistant, and he's asking him. He's like, "Hey, so Morty, what's the power situation with him?" He goes, "I'm not sure. We're still doing more testing." He's like, "Did he have any more of these seizures? Any more of these fainting spells?" He goes, "Well, he did have one, and for whatever reason, he told me it was so funny. He told me that he saw me laying by a beautiful red river." That makes no sense. There's no rivers on the moon. What a fucking idiot. And he goes, "Okay, cool." And he's like, well, listen, Minister of Genetics, my brother's a shitty king, and I want to take over, baby, all right? The earth is ripe for plucking. It's right there. Let's just take it from all these goddamn nasty humans, these mud people. We'll have it for ourselves, right? Sound good? Sounds good. And he's like, oh, I mean, I agree. He says, I agree with you. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. I'd rather go to Earth and, like, take it from the humies, but you can't go against the king. There's the caste system and hierarchy. He's like, oh, my God. So you agree with me, but you want to just maintain the fucking status quo just for the fact of just maintaining it? And the guy goes, yeah. And he goes like, you're a piece of shit. And he goes, you betrayed the king. This is treason, Ramsay Bolton. You must be arrested. Assistant who's been standing ominously behind me this entire time. Arrest him. Oh! And then she just fucking comes up behind him, grabs one of the fucking concrete, like, chairs and goes, bonk, right on his fucking head. And his brains and blood just come right out, Chad. And we see, Chad, that when he falls, Chad, a trail, a river of blood flows from where he is laying down. And Ramsay goes, witness! Witness me! Thank you, as far as came up with a raid. Everybody on the dance floor. Raid. Thank you, my friend. Hope you're doing very well. Come in the middle of my review for Inhumans, Episode 1. And so he's like, oh, it's like, yes, Mr. Genetics. You agreed with me, but you want to maintain the status quo. You go ahead and enjoy your rest right next to that beautiful red river. It's like, oh, it came true. And the assistant's like, should we start it now? He's like, let the coup begin. And then, Chad, he talks on this little telecommunicator bracelet, and we see, Chad, that the 3 ethnically mysterious individuals that shot the kitty cat girl and also the George Lucas fish boy, those are his guys. Those are Inhumans. It's like, oh, shit. Because he's like, take out Black Phillip / Gorgon. And we're on the Earth train. He's got these big go feet. And he walks over this big blood patch. He's like, he's smelling it and shit. But these guys are coming up on him and everything. By the way, every fight scene is a music video because they just play like a pop song or a rock song, and it's really poorly choreographed like fight scenes. And so he's smelling the blood. He's like, you fucked up, guys. Never attack downwind. And he like stomps his foot and it creates like an earthquake. And it's like, oh, okay. And then he fights him and he kills him, whatever. We then cut back up to the Moon Man, the moon base, Alatuan, where the fuck it's called. And yeah, fucking like he's gotten the whole royal guard on his side in this point, Che. He's like, yeah, they're all like, yeah, we want to work with you now. Fuck Black Bolt. He's a piece of shit. So let's do it. And so he starts, he attacks Katarn, whatever the hell his name is, Katatarn. The goddamn guy was from Rush Hour, the first Rush Hour, chat. He's like, kill him, arrest him, whichever. And we see what Katarn's power is here, chat, where he dies, but then he's like, pause. He pauses it and he looks around and he goes, okay, and we see like he has these glowy, the weapons are all glowy, and if he looks at certain things, he's like, if I grab this and this way and I do it this time, I should be good. Okay, let's start again. And he goes like back inside him. He's kind of like astral projects himself, but then he's stopping time at the same. It's weird. He's doing all these like very brief, like I guess it's like a second to us is like a millennia to him. So there you go. Here, thank you. 5 minutes, dude. Just pop songs, go off. Yeah, all guys. I'm telling you. Awful cover songs of pop songs. They put your break on through and paint it black. Oh, paint it black. We hear paint it black in a bit. But that's all this is. It's all it is, jazz. Pop songs, cover songs to rock songs. That's it. And he does his thing. It's an interesting ability, but the budget's just not there. He defeats them. He fucking contacts Gorgon saying fucking Ramsay Bolton betrayed. Who would have thought, chat? Ramsay Bolton betrayed him. Oh, I didn't see that coming. He betrayed us. Oh, no. We're coming to Earth. And so fucking Katarn, he goes and talks to Crystal. And he's like, Crystal, we got to evacuate her. You're part of the royal family, I guess. And she goes, no, it's you who's going to be evacuated. He goes, wait, no. And the bulldog teleports him to Earth, where Gorgon is, which is in Hawaii, which is not a bad place to be. And so then she's like, I gotta rescue Medusa, my sister, mother-in-law, fuck, I don't know what she is. I gotta rescue her. And so, she goes there. Meanwhile, Ramsay Bolton, he's got the whole fucking royal guard shit. They're all behind him, and Medusa's like, hey, why are you here? He's like, listen, the coup is happening. I am king. All hell, King Maximus, baby. She's like, you're no king. You're just a human. And he's like, oh, oh, and he's like, get her. And then we hear the pop song comes on as her hair is just like grabbing people and slapping, like, bah, 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 like slapping people and like choking them, and like go to sleep. It's awful. It's so bad. And eventually someone just comes up behind her and just smell like chloroform and goes, oh, and she's knocked out. And then we get one of the funniest scenes in the show where it's meant to be like so tragic for this character, but also showcases how fucking lame her actual power is. Because Maximus is like, yield to me, Medusa, okay? We could be so happy together. And she's like, I'll never yield to you. And he's like, okay. And he takes out a box, and in this box sheds an electric razor. And she's like, oh, no, no! Like, it's the most, I guess for her, it would be the most horrifying thing. But it's an electric razor, like, you know, to cut your beard or cut your hair, chap. And he's like, hold her down, hold her down. And she's like, ah! He just fucking cuts all her hair off. And then just like, her, she's like, oh, my hair. She's like, no. And she's, she looks like Sidhen O'Connor from then on. Thank you. Show me the Tiffany's, my heart's a bit of pattern. Appreciate that. Oh, God, it is the dog a person? I guess the dog is a person. That was their Terrigen. That was their, when they were exposed to Terrigen, it became a big fucking bulldog that teleports people. That kind of fucking sucks, honestly. Yeah, I guess so. I never thought of it that way. I guess you're right. I guess that Lockjaw was a person. Is a person? I don't know how you would quantify it. But she's like, no! So she's all sad. Oh, so he continues the Black Bolt, and then fucking Crystal, you know, she goes in there, she finds Medusa, and Lockjaw's right there. She's like, Medusa, what happened? She's like, my hair! She's like, notice, hey, Lockjaw's gonna teleport you to Earth. He's like, okay, you have to stop Ramsay Bolton from attacking and hurting Black Bolt. She goes, don't worry, I'll save him. And so then, you know, Medusa teleport Earth. We then cut to Black Bolt Chad. He's just going, he's just still in the chambers doing this fucking thing he always does. And fucking Ramsay walks in. He goes, hey, brother, listen, I'm taking over. I'm King Maxus now. And, like, there's no emotion here. Like, and you would think, like, Black Bolt would be like, oh, does something just going, are you kidding me? But nothing. He has the same fucking expression on his face, even in this moment of betrayal. And fucking Ramsay's like, listen, we have to do this. It has to be done. We have, like, our people are suffering. Our people have suffered. You know, they work in the mines, and they don't have the same resources that we do, and you've ignored them. You've always ignored them, brother. I'm not ignoring them. I'm giving power back to the people. You're a piece of shit, okay? Just yield to me and let me be king, and we're going to fucking attack Earth and make it our own, all right? And Black Bolt's like, and he's like, if you could, I mean, that's the one thing you could do for me, brother, after you murdered our parents. And he's like, he's about to say something. He's like, oh, that's before he says something, chat. Because he's like, and he's like, you wouldn't kill me. You wouldn't kill me like you killed our parents. You wouldn't do that to your only brother. And he's like, you underestimate me. Ramsay's like, oh, and Ramsay's like, oh, he called my bluff. Oh shit, kill him. And they're like, he's like, kill him now. But then fucking Lockjaw comes out of nowhere, chat, teleports Black Bolt to Earth, chat, and he ends up in the middle of downtown fucking, you know, Honolulu, right out in the middle of the street, just standing there like, And he's like, what's this in the moon? Oh, and he looks up in the sky chair where he sees the moon. He realizes, I'm not on the moon anymore. I've never left the moon. Oh my God. And that, my friends, chat, is my scene by scene breakdown for Inhumans episode 1. It's a bad show. At least this first episode really is. It's boring. It's exposition heavy. You don't like any of the characters. Everyone is just there's no emotion. Like, the only one you kind of are attached to is Ramsay Bolton as Maximus. And even then, he's just like, he's not even, like, we've seen him be a great bad guy. We've seen him be a great villain, chat. And it's, and he's not. And yet, he's probably the best things about the show. But overall, yeah, what a fucking thorough disappointment. This is a waste of time. I hope this review was entertaining. I hope you're more thoroughly entertained by this than the actual goddamn show. But yeah, you don't have to waste your time, Chad. It's just, I don't know. Inhumans property has always been weird to me. I don't know how you're ever going to make that work. Oh, I don't know. I guess I give it. I'm not even sure what the message of the show is. I mean, are the Inhumans going to learn to be not such big fucking assholes and not to have a caste system and impress the people? I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, what's the message here? No idea. I don't know. I'm thinking of fuck you, Che, honestly. It's such a waste of time. It's so bad. There's nothing redeeming about it, really. Yeah, I guess I would give it a fuck you. You know, because it's kind of, it's like, what's your message? What's the point? Maybe they'll learn later on. I don't know. Just awful, 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 awful show, Chad. And I really, really am sad because Karnak is one of the most baddest fighters in Marvel Comics. Oh, he can find any weakness and exploit it. Well, they kind of showed that, but his action scene was so dumb. Like the choreography for it, oof, it was rough. That was like Iron Fist Season 1 rough. It was like, this is just not good. 1 out of 5 Black Hermans. I will allow it, Naya. I will allow it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Lord, chat. But now, my friends, we'll be transitioning over to some gameplay. I'll be continuing my single-player shenanigans in Outriders. I will take a brief break, chat. Just going to refill my beverage in the meantime. Please entertain yourselves amongst yourselves, and I shall return. Stick around, chat. Stick around, you crazy kids.